Okay, so what we've got going on here is quite interesting. This is going to be for the shooting 22 long rifle out of the 22 Magnum. So I'll splice this into the video. But what's going on is up the top here, that's fairly consistent of where the low velocity, subsonic 22 Magnum rounds are hitting. There's a couple of little holes that are just here as well. And then those ones there, they were first moved, then the elevation was changed for this, where's my finger, for this bottom group here. So pretty much the elevation's dialed in on the subsonic 22 Magnums, and then again up there, aiming center of there, just 2 shots. Now what's happened is, after making the little 22 Magnum jackets or sleeves, whatever you want to call it, for shooting 22 long rifle out of the 22 Magnum rifle itself, this here is the group of CCI standards 22 long rifle, and they're actually shooting about 2 to 2.5, maybe even 3 inches higher, or 4 inches actually, because my mate was aiming at this thing here. So I've got 3 different mates to do all the shooting, so they're all beginners. So I was just sort of giving them a hand, but so the aiming mark for this last group was at this lump of mud, and the projectiles were landing up there. So that's telling me the CCI standards potentially either, well, they're definitely consistently, windage is pretty good. The height's a little bit higher, but that's telling me maybe they got a higher velocity than the subsonic 22 Magnum. 22 Magnum ammunition is renowned for being really lousy, really inconsistent, and generally gives pretty poor accuracy. But those, I honestly think that the 22 CCI standard velocity 22 LR rounds are grouping better and shooting more accurately out of the 22 Magnum rifle with the sleeve than standard subsonic 22 Magnum ammo out of a proper 22 Magnum. So hopefully that's not all too confusing, but the results really shocked me. Okay, what we got here is a couple of little swinging targets. Now with those CCI standard velocity 22 long rifle rounds out of the 22 Magnum with the chamber sleeve, you can't miss these things. So this is 30 yards. That's definitely good. That'll put food on the table if you're desperate. Like this one here, that's only got to be, that'd only be 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches. Middle one would be about 2 inches in diameter, and that's got to be about 3 to 3.5 inches. Probably maybe 4 inches, 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches, and yeah. But that small one's definitely under 2 inches. 30 yards, that's quite impressive. And there's this little boar as well, can't miss him either. So 30 yards, that accuracy is far, far superior than what I thought. Even at 50, you can see the groups up there. That's still easily rabbit's hair. Actually, it's as good as an average 22 rifle. So there you go. The result shocked me.